Hello, and thank you for joining me with Midnight Wolf Tarot. Today we're going to do the sign of Libra. Alright, I'm pretty excited about this since I'm a Libra as well. It'll be interesting to see what comes out for us in regards to love, alright? So hopefully we get a good reading. And there's something really good out there for us, alright? And again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with every Libra out there. But hopefully it gets to the Libras that need to hear this message today, okay? So let's check it out and see what we have here, okay? Libra, December 2020 from love. What do we have for Libra for December 2020 for love? What do we have for Libra? December 2020 for love. What do we have for Libra for December 2020 for love? Spirit, what do we have for Libra for love for December 2020? Alright. Hopefully something good. I would like that. Alright. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, all angels, for being here with me today and with all Libras. Please help bring forth any messages that they need to hear at this time for their greater good. And anything that could benefit them at this time, if they need to leave a relationship, stay where they are, or just take care of themselves, just bring forth any messages that they need to hear today. Right? Thank you. Well, let's see. Let's see what we have here. Who are you connecting with, Libra? Well, that was pretty quick. Alright. Oh boy. Alright. Well, for starters, what it's looking like, well, the first card that jumped out, I'm surprised it didn't smack me in the face. If that doesn't tell you anything. First one that jumped out really quick was the Wheel of Fortune. So, something needs to come to a completion rather quickly. Alright, so this is our first card that we got, was the Wheel of Fortune. And I do, pardon the glare. I don't know why I have such a glare on my cards, but hopefully you guys can see this stuff okay. So maybe if I bring it closer, I don't know. I'll get this figured out at some point. But yeah, but we got the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever relationship that anyone is dealing with, it needs to come to a completion. Okay? So I think, that can be the best reading, but you are dealing with a fire sign here, okay, with the Nine of Wands, where all the defenses are up at this time, okay? And that's dealing with Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, okay? So anyone that resonates with that, you may need to complete this relationship with this fire sign. This is a little bit coming from Libra as well. All your guards went up. So you could also just be in a situation right now where you're not in such a high trusting state with the individual that you're dealing with, that you're willing to put your guards up as well. I feel this kind of heavy for Libra. Something could have been going on that you're like, nope, I'm not doing this again. Boom. Like all your walls just came back up. Just because, you're not so trusting to the situation, okay? And I say that because you also have the Knight of Swords, alright? So right now you're in a standstill position and you're not chasing this individual. You're not chasing them. They choose to make decisions that they felt that was best for them, and right now you're trying to make the best decisions for yourself. And right now at this time, that's to stand still in the position that you're in and not chasing this individual. Do not chase them. For whatever reason, if they decided to leave or go somewhere, you're not supposed to be chasing them around. Don't beg them to come back. Leave them in their space and whatever it is that they need to do at this time, because this does not require attention from you. You just need to leave them as they are. If they decide to contact you, that's great, but don't chase them around and beg for anything, okay? You don't need to do that, alright? And right here we also have the Four of Swords, and this is still dealing with air signs, okay? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So you could also be dealing with another air sign as well, Libra, okay? But I feel like this is coming more from our side, that we just need to hold our position, especially again with the Knight of Swords right here, standing in that standstill position. We just need to sit here and think. Take our time and really think about this relationship and situation to see if it is in our highest good. Is this the right fit? Is this person really the individual that you should be with? You know, are they causing you too much stress? Is this a real relationship even to begin with? You know, should this just be a situation of friendship? Just sit with it. Really think about it. You know, with the days that go by, and as you're not chasing this person, like I said, do not chase them around like a lost puppy. Just sit with it and really think, what is their influence on your life? Is this of benefit? You know, do they cause you more stress than moments of happiness? You know, and with time, you know, I'm not going to say you're going to have your answers within a couple of days. I mean, maybe take a month to really sit back and think about the situation and see if this is really a good fit for you. Because if it's not, then just remove yourself from the situation, allow it to complete, because something in this relationship is completing. So either it's going to downgrade to a friendship, or you just need to remove this person altogether. You know, and again, like I said, you could be dealing with a fire sign, it could be Leo, it could be with an Aries, it could be with the Sagittarius, but you know, so if that resonates with you, really sit on that, really think about it, see what influence this person really has in your life and if they're worth having in your life at this time. But either way, you need to slow down and really think about what you want in regards to a relationship, because unfortunately, us Libras, what do? We really want partnership, right? We really enjoy being in love, and sometimes that comes at a price to us, because we'll remain in a toxic situation just because we want to feel that sense of partnership. We want to feel love, we want to love, we want that love to be returned to us, but a lot of times we're sitting here giving and giving and giving, and we're not receiving anything back. And when you're in a situation like that, it's not good. You know, you just end up getting hurt further along the line. So sometimes it's easier just to put your foot down, and when you realize you're in a toxic situation, just to remove yourself from it, so you can potentially find the person that you're meant to be with, or just take the time to heal yourself so you can eventually find that one. And I say that because we also have the Ten of Swords here, okay? So this is, again, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So Libra, you could be dealing with another air sign as well. But this is, you know, with the Ten of Swords in reverse like this is a real high point of healing. So if you choose to complete this situation, you decide to leave the relationship that you're in, you really need to take the time to heal yourself from this, because it's not going to be an easy loss. It also could be that you just need to heal yourself so you can be in a better relationship, so you can be in a healthier state to actually love and be in a relationship. You know, because although Libras are strong, we have great ideas, you know, we can be adventurous, we have a lot of truth. Sometimes we just need to slow down and take care of ourselves. You know, we care, and sometimes we care too much. I think that's the only downfall for Libras, including myself. I can include myself in that statement sometimes, that we tend to care too much, and that comes at a price. And I say that because we end up not taking care of ourselves. We put ourselves on the bottom of the list because we want to take care of everybody else around us, and that just doesn't work, and in this situation it's not working. So take the time to heal yourself, okay? So let's see what else comes out for us. Libra, December 2020 for love. Are we dealing with an air sign, a fire sign? What's going on? Because we have a whole lot of air here, okay? And I just saw a card flip, and I think it flipped back down. And I think it did. Alright. Gonna be searching something all day. Oh no, there it is. I just saw it. Alright, we have the star there, okay? So once we get to this point of healing, we're gonna get to this point of happiness, okay? And that's really good. We're gonna end up filling our cups instead of handing everything out like candy like we usually do. Alright, and so now this is going to start making some more sense, okay? So we could also be dealing with an earth sign as well, okay? So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Yeah. Alright, so this is interesting. We'll try to get one more, and there it is. Alright. Okay, so even though we have the star here, okay, I feel like the glare is killing me. The glare. Sorry. But with the star, you know, we're starting to refill our cups, right? Refill our well that we've been depleting for other people. And for this particular person, there is a Libra that is dealing with a particular situation, and we'll get into that. And for the Libras that are going to deal with this particular situation, pay attention, okay? But right now, we're at a point that we're just kind of refilling our wells, you know, trying to take the time to take care of ourselves and really just focus for once on ourselves so we can get to a decent point of healing. There could be a lot of Libras out there that are dealing with health issues that aren't taking the necessary steps to take care of themselves because they're focusing so much on other people. So reel that back in, okay? And really start taking care of yourself. So I say that because we also have the earth signs, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, okay? And this guy, the Two of Pentacles, is kind of the prankster, you know, the jokester, you know, that they're always flipping their pentacles back and forth, back and forth. And when you have something like this and you're already a Libra to where your scales at times can flip, flop, they're sitting there making your scales flip flop, you know, almost like it's a joke, you know, and at times it comes across like it's funny and it's a joke. And for this individual, you know, I don't want to call out another sign or anything, but the Taurus that is doing this, it's not a joke, it's not funny. You know, it's like you don't get to be the prankster when it comes to other people's emotions. And so the Libras that are dealing with the Taurus, this is a situation that might need to come to completion because they haven't realized that the flip-flopness of what they're doing, how much it affects you, how much it affects you emotionally, physically, mentally. And if you've been with this Taurus for a particular amount of time, it's probably time just to complete it and walk away and not look back. You know, you need to focus on yourself, okay? Because we also have the Five of Wands here, okay? And with the Five of Wands, you know, again, you know, for the Libras that could be dealing with the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I mean, you're just getting getting a good beat down with this, okay? So you're really being mistreated. In any of these situations, the Libras that are dealing with a potential other air sign, you know, we have Earth on the board now, and dealing with fire as well. Any Libra out there that is being mistreated in the relationship that you're in, it's time to get out. Let it complete. And this situation very well is going to just complete itself. it's time to go. You know, because if you're being treated like this isn't a real relationship, okay? When you just have just brief moments of happiness and the rest of the time things are stressful and you're being mistreated and you're being treated like everything's a damn joke, now it's time to go. You know, you don't need it. You do not need it, and you don't deserve that. Your heart is too precious. As Libras, we are too beautiful people to deal with situations like this. And when people want to mistreat us like this, it's not right and it's not fair. It's not fair. Not for a minute. Alright, and we also have the Four of Pentacles, okay? And so this earth sign, you know, again, it could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. I really feel like it's pulling towards Taurus. But, you know, they're upside down on their head. They don't even know what they're doing. I don't even think that they can acknowledge truly what they've done. And moment in times when they act like the prankster, the jokester, and everything is funny. That they're not even necessarily aware of the damage that they're doing and how much they're hurting you, or if they can even take the time to acknowledge any of it. The downfall to, you know, Taurus sometimes is that they're very stubborn. You know, they're the bull, right? And so they can either charge or they can just kind of take life a little too easy to where they won't even acknowledge what they're doing to you, okay? And they are very selfish, you know. They can be selfish. I don't want to offend anybody out there, but they can be very selfish, you know, and things, if a situation doesn't serve them, then they want nothing to do with it, you know. Where you know, and where you were originally probably receiving gifts from this person, you know, they showed a lot of love and affection at first. That's how they kind of reeled you in, and then boom, you know, it's like, no, I'm gonna start treating you like this because I feel like I can. And a lot of times I can play it off like it's a joke, but it's not funny. You know, when it comes to love, it's things like that are not funny. You know, we deserve to be happy. Libras deserve to be happy. And I feel like, you know, like I said before, we will stay in a toxic situation just because we don't want to be lonely, just because we don't want to be alone. But in this type of situation, you gotta, you know, you gotta go, you know. And so with that, you know, we have the moon here, okay? And so this is also the sign of Pisces for anyone that resonates with that, that's dealing with a potential water sign. You know, this person is in such a state of darkness, they can't even acknowledge again what the hell they're doing. They're fighting their own battle, and so it was easier for them to run, to disconnect from this situation. I feel like they actually, if you haven't completed the situation, they chose to by the decisions that they made. And that's because of the darkness that they're holding on to, you know, and they can't look at the potential of true happiness. Like, anytime they get close to true happiness, it's easier for them to bolt because they're like, no, you can't actually love me. Like, nobody can actually love me, and I'm not actually and, you know, like, I don't deserve to be loved. Like, so this potential individual, whether they're a fire sign, a water sign, because we do have earth on the board as well, they're so unbalanced that I don't even think that they're even in a healing state to even handle this relationship anyway. So, I mean, it might be best just to kind of, at the very least, step back to see what happens, to see what they do. But if they don't make any choices or decisions to improve the situation, then it's it might be best just for you to go. But that's just my opinion. Let's see what else is out there, Libra. Hopefully some good news here. For the Libras that are dealing with this situation, I mean, don't stay in a toxic situation. Just so you can feel a sense of love and purpose. There's no point in doing that. So what else do we have for Libra? That one shot off pretty far. So, yeah, okay. So this is for the Libras that are dealing with a Taurus. No doubt. So this next line really is for you and what you need to do. And believe me, it may not be easy to hear, okay? So now we have the King of Pentacles flipped on top of its head, okay? And I feel very heavy. You know, this could be, you know, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but for me, this is really pulling really heavy for Taurus, okay? So they just totally flipped themselves on top of their heads because of the decision that they chose to make. So they chose to remove themselves from the situation. They chose to complete this relationship and completely move away from it, okay? With the expectation that you're going to keep chasing them and wanting them in that way. And I say that because the next card we have here is the Five of Cups, okay? And the upside down. They're so blind to the fact that you actually love them and care about them and you would do absolutely anything for them, that they're not even paying attention to the two cups behind them. They're just looking at the cups that are spilled, and that's all they're looking at. They're not looking at anything else, any other potential of goodness in their life, because they're remaining to stay in this level of darkness. They're just holding on to it. And it kind of gets worse, you know, as we progress, because we also have the King of Cups here, okay? So this is dealing with water signs, you know, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, okay? So for any Libras that are dealing with those signs, you know, the situation could be very similar, but it's just for that particular sign. But again, I feel like this is for the Libras that are dealing with the Taurus, okay? So they're so emotionally unbalanced right now. They don't know what the heck they're doing. You know, they made choices on a whim that they're going to end up, you know, probably within the next couple of weeks going, I really shouldn't have done that. What did I do? What did I do? It's like I really screwed up. I screwed up. And I think I potentially lost the person that I cared about the most just because I decided to make quick decisions on things that didn't really matter. You know, other things were chosen over you, Libra. Just because they had to get back to their past. They had to get back to how they felt before. Because very well, you made them feel too good. You know, you were giving them hope. You know, you put the hope in them and said, hey, well, if you can't do this, maybe there's another opportunity for you over here. And they couldn't handle that. So it was easier for them just to tuck and run and then go, nope, I don't want to deal with you. But I will say this, and this is a classic Taurus move. They're like, but I still want to see you. I would still like to see you, you know, and that's what they do to kind of put their hooks in you and to kind of hold you there, you know, because you're like, well, maybe there's a possibility that this can be fixed. But if this is a repeated cycle and this is how this person wants to act, you're better on your own, you know, because they're acting very immature. And for a king, you know, this, you know, King of Cups should be up like this. And when it's flipped like this is the most immature type of love that you can have. It's very similar to the Knight of Cups. You would expect that from the Knight of Cups because they're a knight. But when you're a king, and you're flipping upside down like that, and you're like this close from stopping your feet on the ground because you didn't get what you want, that's not very king-like. You're acting like a child. You know, this king needs to grow up. This king needs to grow up too. Grow up. It's time to grow up. Okay? So we also have the Six of Swords here, okay? And so again, we're back to the air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel this very heavy for Libra. You're doing what I said that should be done. You're getting in that boat and, and you're sailing away. You're like, you know, the heck with it. The heck with it. It's like, if you can't see the value in me and truly see that, you wouldn't be doing all of this stuff that you're pulling. It's like, fine, so watch me get into my little boat and I'm gonna sail away. I'm going and I'm not gonna look back. You know, I'm just gonna keep going forward, and the closer you try to get to me, the further away I'm gonna become, and it's gonna be harder to catch up with me. You're only gonna catch up with me if I decide. And that's what Libra stance is. It's like, you're only going to catch up to me if I decide that I want to choose to have you in my life. And right here we have the Tower, alright? So it's this whole situation just totally exploded, alright? And this situation's gonna blow up in this Taurus face because this isn't what they expected it to be. I think they expected you to beg and cry and say, no, you know, don't leave, don't do all this, please stay, just stay, you know, and you decided not to do that. You did the opposite, and you went, oh, you know what, alright, I'll tell you what, let me help you pack your bags, and I'm gonna let you jump out of this tower by yourself, because you know what, I'm not jumping. You know, I still have important things that I need to do. I'm gonna let you blow up this tower, and this tower is your issue and your issue alone, because I'm not gonna deal with it. I don't need to deal with it. I shouldn't have to deal with it. You know, as much as, you know, you still love and care about them, it's like, how much can you really only help a person? If they're not willing to help themselves, truly, and they want to run back to this state of darkness always, then what the hell, you know? It's like, well, if you're not willing to work on yourself and see your own value, then what value can you see in me? It's like, if you can't even love yourself and give yourself a fair shake, then there's no way that you can love another person. Can't do that. So with that, you have the Seven of Wands, alright? And so, again, you know, you can be dealing with the fire sign as well, you know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I feel this pretty heavy for Libra, that you're, again, putting the block up, right? Just like you did in the beginning, you know, you had your Nine of Wands, you kind of put all the barriers around you, going, nope, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this. Now you're kind of downgrading, you know, to the Seven of Wands and going, alright, well, I'm ready to push, though. It's like, don't think that I won't push back, or it's going to be that easy to come back. It's like, you're going to have to work for it. It's like, if you really want me back, you better start working, and working hard really quick. Otherwise, I'm going to keep sailing in my little boat, and I'll find my own little boat of happiness, and I won't look back. It's like, I'm going to keep moving forward, and the feeling that you have always wanted to feel in your life, that everyone has given up on you, well, guess what? You did it yourself. You did it yourself. It has nothing to do with anybody else but you. It's like, look in the mirror. Wake up. Wake up. And do it quickly. Okay? So, let's see what else comes out. This has been interesting. You know, we have a lot of things on the boards here, but I think this does have to do with the Taurus Libra, pretty much on a strong suit. You know, dealing with the little prankster. You know, this person likes to make jokes. They live their life by jokes. They don't take life seriously. But they need to wake up. So I guess serious things happen in life, and sometimes it's easier to joke around, but you're going to end up losing something really, really important to you because it's easier to make the joke, and because you want to sit there and cry on yourself, saying that everyone gave up on you, when in reality, you gave up on yourself, and you gave up on yourself a long time ago. And that's just the cold, hard facts. What else do we have for Libra, December 2020? Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So this person now is sitting in a place of abandonment, even though they did it to themselves. Okay, so they got up, they ran away from this Libra. You know, for the Libras that are dealing with this, they got up and ran away, and now they want to sit there in a place of abandonment so they can sit there and feel sorry for themselves. Sorry, not sorry. You know, it's, you did it yourself. You did it yourself. So wake up. Wake up, grow up. Yep. 10 of Wands here. Okay? So they felt like they were such a burden, it was easier for them to run away. Even though the Libra that is dealing with this, they would have done anything for this Taurus. They would have done anything, and they were doing everything that they could to make this individual feel loved. But you can't make a person feel loved when they're sitting in a position like this, when they're in such a place of darkness and they're blowing up their own life and they want to convince themselves that they're a burden. Well, all you're doing is hurting yourself. You know, you're putting yourself back into this place of abandonment and hiding so you can sit there and cry on yourself and say, well, everyone gave up on me. It's like, no, sorry. You did it yourself. You're doing it yourself. So you don't get to sit there and say, well, why isn't anyone there for me? Well, you did it yourself. But maybe there's hope because the Tower, you know, flips back around. Maybe eventually this Taurus is going to wake up and saying, holy crap, what the hell did I do? Maybe there's something I can do. Maybe I can fix this if this Libra allows me to reapproach them. Maybe you're willing to turn around your little boat with the six of swords there, Libra, and sail back a little bit to look at what they're doing, but you're not going to come too close. You know, it's going to take a while for this person to convince you otherwise that they're worth being in your life. And it may take them a while to realize, you know, the magnitude of what they lost, you know. So I don't foresee this situation resolving itself, you know, within the next few weeks. It may take the rest of the month. And yeah, and here we have the Hierophant, okay, and so this is the card of Taurus, okay, and so they're supposed to be at their highest spiritual being, okay, and I'm going to say this because they're supposed to be at the highest spiritual being, but they're sitting here in this level of darkness, and that could be, unfortunately, because a life or a practice that they're choosing to follow in their life that they honestly believe is 100% correct. And it's not. They're living a life of poison. And they're trying to take you down with them. So, but maybe since the Hierophant is in the upright, and this Tower flips back over, that they finally, all the lights turn on. And they go, okay, wait a minute. Maybe this doesn't have to do with anybody else, but it is actually me. And I need to fix it. I'm hoping I can fix it. And if nothing else, I can get things close enough to where I can at least apologize. But I see this Libra just kind of turning their little boat around just enough to kind of look back and to say, yeah, what do you want? What do you want? And it's like, you better, prove that you're different or you're working on something, because I'm sailing to new places. And I'm going towards happiness and health and doing all the things that I need to do. My card jumped off here, so excuse me 1 minute. See, I told you it would just be a minute. Alright, and so here we have the Ten of Swords, okay? So a lot of healing. So I think this Taurus, I'll give them this, that they are going through their own transformation. But they need to be away from you to do it. So hopefully they do. Hopefully for themselves that they do, so they can have a good life. Okay? What else do we have, Libra? What else do we have? So hopefully, they do. Hopefully they can heal themselves enough to realize that they made mistakes and that they weren't ever a burden, and they can convince you enough, and here it comes out. Now we have Justice. Okay, so this is the card of Libra. So this is a little battle between Libra and Taurus. Okay, so it's coming. But Libra's holding strong with their sword, and they're ready to swing it, because they're like, I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of it. It's like, I'm a good person. I'm an awesome person. I'm great. And I love correctly. And the way you've been treating me this whole time is not correct. But hopefully, with this healing that this Taurus is going to go through, maybe they might have an opportunity to come back. But Libra right now feels like they got stabbed in the back. That this Taurus just turned around and grabbed the sharpest thing that they could have grabbed and just shoved it right through their heart. So that's why it's not going to be so easy for this Taurus to come back. They're going to have to really do a lot of work and show the huge amount of change for Libra to be willing, again, like I said, here we go, on our little sailboat, to flip it around. Just be like, okay, what do you need? What do you want? Show me this. Show me this change that you're making, because I've heard it. I've heard it. But I want to see it. I want to see results. Show me. Show me that you're worth being in my life, because right now I'm not seeing much value. And here we are with our Six of Swords again. So we're still sitting on our little sailboat, and we're going to different places, Libra. We're going places to take care of ourselves and doing what we need to do to take care of ourselves, and we're sailing away from this situation. So if this, for the Libras that are dealing with the Taurus, you better wake up, and you have a lot of work to do. So Libra doesn't keep sailing on the little sailboat without you to better places. Because they will. They're going to keep sailing on the little boat. It's paddling along. They're not going to look back unless you really make some drastic changes and say, hey Libra, this one time will you flip around? And hopefully they're still close enough to kind of turn it just a little bit to say what I said before. What do you need? What? Have you made a drastic change? What? It's like, why are you wanting to talk to me for? Because now they're still in the Knight of Cups position here, okay? And this is, again, dealing with the water sign, for anyone that resonates with that. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, okay? So, they still have an immature love. They're still immature. And this Taurus very well may always be immature. They may never actually grow up because they don't know how to, or the fact that they don't want to. And Libra, you're going to have to decide if this is good enough. Is this good enough for you? Or do you want something better? Because I say you deserve something better. As me as a Libra, hell, I say I deserve better. I deserve better. But you can manifest this to be better, okay? So you can manifest for yourself to say, yes, I deserve better. I deserve a better love. And this quality of immaturity of love is not it for me. I'm not going to allow this type of love. You know, you better get that King of Cups to flip in the upright, because I deserve love, real true love, that when I go to bed at night, that I know without a doubt that I am 100% loved, that I don't have to question anybody, that I don't have to question this Taurus on the things that they do, the things that they say. I don't have to question them. I don't have to sit there and constantly wonder if they're lying or telling me the truth, that I can trust the word that's coming out of their mouth. Libra, you can manifest something higher and greater for yourself. And I feel like at this time, you are. You're finally putting your foot down and saying, no, no, I'm sorry. This doesn't work for me. But good luck. Good luck to you. I hope you rectify what you need in your life, because I want something better. I deserve something better. I've already had enough of BS in my past that I want my future to be better. I want my present to be better. I don't need this. I don't need the immaturity and all the hoopla. I don't need that. I've had enough of it. Enough already. It's like I want something real. And again, with the Page of Cups, you know, dealing with the water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, anyone that resonates with that, you could be dealing with a similar situation with the water sign as well. But this Taurus is scrambling. They're like, okay, well, I tried to reapproach this way, and now they're going to start to run out of options, because you're sitting here with Justice right above it, saying, oh no, I'm going to catch a swing on the sword. You know, all the times that you thought you weren't good enough, you know, maybe you were right. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I saw a higher value in you that wasn't it. But here we have the Nine of Cups, okay? And so this is dealing, again, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, for anyone that resonates with that. That I think that once they tried to approach with the Page of Cups, they're like, look at how many of my cups that I've filled that I want to share with you. But this particular Libra might be at a point where they're like, you know, I want the Ten of Cups. Libra might be sitting there with a little bit of an attitude, like we can have sometimes, and just say, I want all of the cups. I want 10 of cups. I want all of it. Alright, because right here we have the Ace of Cups. And this is a real emotional card. You know, it's a real emotional card. You know, because this is supposed to be a card of love and full acceptance and everything. And this cup is just spilling over. And I feel like this is more from Libra, that you're like, you know, I want all 10. I want all 10. I'm not happy with the 9. I want all 10 because, you know, you gave me kind of the 9 before. I think I had one of your 8s before. I want all 10. And then you're coming in here with the King of Swords, okay? So Libra, you're standing strong. You know, not only with Justice, but you're standing strong with the King of Swords. And you're saying, no, I want the best because I deserve the best. And you finally have reached this point in yourself that you can acknowledge that you deserve the best that things can be. That this half-assed love isn't cutting it. It's not good enough. Because it's not. And here you have the Nine of Wands here, okay? So I think eventually all the barriers you put up around yourself, you're slowly gonna have them take down. Okay? You very well may give this Taurus another chance. I dropped a card. Hold on one second. We had another card pop up, guys. Alright. And, so yeah, so with the Nine of Wands here, you very well may drop your guard down. Enough to listen, right? So I talked about us being like the Six of Swords on our little boat and we're paddling away. You may turn it enough just to listen to hear what this person has to say, what this Taurus has to say. And the card that fell was the Two of Cups. Okay? So this is a soulmate. Could be a soulmate twin flame connection. Okay? So that might be why it's worth it for you just to turn around just for a minute to hear what they have to say. But like I said, if this Taurus wants to be in the picture, they have a lot of work to do. They have to show up. They have to get out of this mindset of feeling like a burden and feeling the sense of abandonment. But the only person that can do that is them. Libra, you've done all you could do. You've done all you could do. You showed them that you loved them. You were there for them every time you needed them. You were always there. And that even wasn't enough to prove the point to Taurus that they were worth something. Because they have it trapped in their head that they're not worth anything. Taurus, wake up. You're worth it. You're worth it. Get out of your head. You're worth it. But start work on yourself. Get on it. Get on it. Pull yourself out of this dark place that you put yourself in. So you can have this. Because it's possible. The soulmate connection is possible. Don't lose it because your pride and your stubbornness, you have to be a stubborn bull sitting there kicking your feet. Stop it. Grow up and do something about it so you don't lose the best thing that ever happened to you. This Libra is in fact the best thing that ever happened. Because Libras, we rock. Not that I'm biased or anything. Alright, so let's do some oracle cards, okay? Let's do some oracle cards, see what we have for any type of healing, or things that we could do for ourselves right now, Libra, to help us through this transition, to help us stay nice and strong, okay? Because we need to. Don't cave. Don't cave into the demands of this Taurus. Don't do it. You know? They need to figure things out for themselves, and the only way they're going to be able to do that is if you're really not in the full picture. And if you don't react. That's the only way. But then again, if they get to a point where they don't care, and they honestly don't feel like they're worth a damn, then it wouldn't have mattered anyway. You're better off to sailing away on your little sailboat and finding something better. Okay, so what messages, Spirit, do we have for Libra? Give us some sense of hope here of what we can do to better ourselves with this situation. Ha. Yep. Alright. Let's try one more. See if we can get one more. Maybe two on this. Let's see. Yep. We got the last one here. Okay. So Libra. Okay. You got Goddess of the Earth. Okay. And so what this says, an idea connected to imagination, creativity, and nature is coming your way. Okay. So look into yourself. do things for yourself, and find creative ideas to help you feel better. Whether that's drawing some pictures, doing some stress coloring books, reading, anything that makes you feel good. Music, dance, anything that makes you feel good. Reconnect with that, and that will help you transition through this time, okay? And you also have Angel of Clearing. Your time of waiting and confusion will soon be over, okay? And so these cards are a little inappropriate, so hopefully I don't get banned off of YouTube. But, yeah. But you're clearing your space, and you're going to come back to yourself. You're going to see the beauty that you are. And Libras, we're beautiful. We're strong. We take action. We do things. We're beautiful people. We have wonderful hearts. You're going to get back there, okay? And then you have Angel of Joyfulness. Something wondrous and magical is about to happen. So, again, this card's a little inappropriate. Please don't ban me off of YouTube. But still, you're going to find your joy. Alright? So doing things for yourself and getting reconnected to yourself, you're going to feel good and really, really happy that you're not going to be wondering so much what's going on with Taurus. You're just going to work on yourself and feel good with yourself for a moment, okay? And we also have Angel of Emergence. It's time for the real you to emerge. It's time. It's time. All these years of, being treated like crap are done. It's time for you to stand up and say, I know what I deserve, and I deserve great things. And if nobody else can see that, if you can't rise to my level of frequency of what I am, because I know what I am, then I don't have time for you. I don't have time for you. Take a walk. Might sound a little mean, but it's true. It's like, go. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. What other messages, Spirit, do you have for us Libras? That kind of transition through this time. See, I already feel good. It's like, yes. Find some dance, some music, break it down a little bit. Even if you don't have a lot of moves, find a way to get some moves going. Alright, Spirit, what other messages do we have? Wow, those jumped out really quick. I wanted to go. Oh boy. Alright, we got two more. Put these back. Yes. So this surrender, Libra. Surrender to this process, to this cluster of crap that has been going on. Just let it go. Work on yourself. And like I said, maybe, draw, listen to music, dance, do some stress coloring books. Do something that's good for you, okay? Because that's what's going to help transition through this time, and you're still going to feel good. You're not going to sit there and cry on yourself because of what this person is doing. Don't let them bring you into their darkness. Because you're getting the sense of this realization that you actually deserve something a hell of a lot better than what this Taurus. If you were dealing with any water signs, we also had fire on the board too. But this goes for anybody. You don't have the right to treat anyone bad. And so Libras, we're coming to this realization, well, you know what? That's true. I deserve the best. I deserve someone to truly love me, that's actually going to lay down with me at night, that I don't have to question. Okay? And you also got, you have the void, okay? And this is the dark moon, okay? So get away from this negative energy because you do not need it, not one bit. Let this person sit in their own negativity, their own darkness. Let them sit in it. That's not for you. Because this kind of darkness, you can't fix it. That's only something a person, the individual, can fix within them. And if they can't fix it, you're best to get the hell away from it, okay? And you also have the new moon, okay? You have beginnings. There's new beginnings. Look how beautiful this picture is compared to this, okay? Get away from this so you can have this. So you can have new beginnings. You get a beautiful shiny moon there. All these beautiful things are happening. Move towards this, Libra. Don't deal with this. Because the negativity here is not yours, and there's nothing you can do to fix that. Let them sit in it and see how well they like it. Because you deserve the ultimate pleasure of life. All the happiness, the laughing, the wonder of life. You deserve this. 100%. You deserve the new beginnings and opportunity, because the Libras that are dealing with this, you have been through enough. You've been through enough. You deserve to have somebody that's actually going to be there for you, and their word is actually going to mean something. Okay? So what else, Spirit? What else? Giving us some good stuff here. Giving us some hope. What else do you have for Libra, December 2020? Did you like my dance move that I had there? It's like, yeah, things are gonna improve. I'm gonna break it out and dance it out. I do like to dance, actually. Dancing is one of my favorite things. Alright, Spirit, what additional messages do you have for Libra? And even for Libras out there that don't have moves, you still have moves. Make things move. Anyway, move that energy around. Get to a good vibe. Okay. Well, there we go. Now one thing. Ooh, that's a good one. That was a good one too. Alright, we're at a real high time of transformation, Libra. You really are just becoming something new. And you're not tolerating the stuff anymore. You're just not, okay? You have the talisman here, okay? So how this picture is, they're just ready to drop what's in their hand. Like, you know what? Do I need this? No. You're done. You know, it's like they've held on to it for so long, and they're like, okay, I can keep holding on. I can keep holding on. And it's like, you know what? My arm's tired. My arm's real tired. And you're not showing like you're gonna actually help in any way. Here. I'll let it go. You want me to let go? I'll let go. Okay? And so here you have the compass, okay? And so all new beginnings, time is changing things. Okay? So let that be. Let time just roll on, and you're gonna get to a happier place, okay? Because you're in the middle of a metamorphosis, okay? And I had just said that we're in the middle of a high transition point, okay? We're gonna turn into something beautiful. We are turning into something beautiful. And if this individual can't get to that level, they weren't meant to be there, okay? They were probably meant to be there for a short period of time. And slow and steady, okay? Take things nice, slow and steady. You don't need to rush, but just take care of yourself. And you know, there is that saying that slow and steady wins the race, right? It's like you don't have to be the fastest thing. You just take your time, and you're gonna get to where you need to be. Because right now, you're cleaning house. Like I said, where you were done, you were done. And you're not messing around anymore. It's like, I deserve true love. And if you're not going to give me true love, and you're saying that let your actions, speak for your words, right? Let your words speak for your actions, or whatever BS that you want to pass out there. Now you're just cleaning house. You're done with it. You are done with this. It's like, if you can't give me this, if you can't give me the new beginning that I deserve here, and this level of happiness, no, I'm done. It's like, figure it out. I hope this was beneficial, Libra, for the Libras that are dealing with this situation, and for the ones that are going through this and are having a tough time, realize you're going to get to that point. You're going to reach to a whole nother level. You're in the middle of a huge transformation, and the things that you used to tolerate, were willing to tolerate, you're no longer going to tolerate. And this is what's going to wake this person up. Okay? And for the Taurus, I mean, I might have been picking on the Taurus out there. Just wake up. Do something for yourself, make something of yourself, get out of your own darkness, and wake up. For anyone that's dealing with the water sign, that's in a particular same situation, wake up. Any of the fire signs, wake up, okay? You could have been dealing with another air, that didn't come off that way. Some of the people in the other signs, just wake up if you're in a lost place, okay? Thank you so much for being here with me with Midnight Wolf Tarot. I had a lot of fun reading for you guys. Not that I'm biased, just because I'm a Libra too, but I hope this was of benefit for you guys, and I look forward to seeing you again. Alright? Have a good day. Bye.